You seem like the type of person that would.
That would what?
That would want to know the
Raise
before.
the file.
Yeah. I think you do a little investigating.
I believe so as well.
Nah, it depends on what type of man you are, though.
Yeah, I know. So
What does that mean?
No, but I mean, like,
What does that mean? No, I like this. No. This is for the. No, we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about
let's
it.
go. Let's go. Put him in the heat seat.
It's not even me. I just nigga geared
Put
up.
him in the hot seat.
this guy geared up
No,
like,
'cause
oh,
this
bun
is-
just got spicy.
Yeah,
Oh, let's go.
let's go.
'Cause I got a
That's
couple
real.
questions for you now, brother. What's going on, you know?
Can we still call it that?
But I'll tell you guys one thing. If you ain't up on this SUP shit that's going on, you soon find out. Cause hear what?
Only going up this year.
Welcome back, everybody, for another episode of this wonderful show called Speak Your Perspective.
Yeah.
This guy goes by the name of Face. This guy goes by the name of SB. Behind the camera, we got Knots. Find them at Zealous Authentic Pictures. All that mix, magic, audio, video, he's got it all. Trust me, he'll
The
figure
angles.
you out.
It's all
I
about
mean, it
the
comes with a
angles.
price, but
Only going up this year.
I go by the name of Bun. You can find me on the internet. I guess Instagram for the most part at wha'SUP Bun. Got a couple of mentions still. Or a couple of people linked me on some like, yo.
Why? Because it's that time?
Nah, just that last episode that we put out there.
What about it?
Some of the topics that we addressed.
Anyone's in particular?
Nah, we're good.
I'm not trying to instigate nothing. Right
You know
now.
what? Nah, man. I gotta get someone for
Nah.
Nah.
You know what's funny? I know where
Nah.
you're going with this.
Where
You
we
might as well
going?
take it out of your pocket right
Where we
now.
going? Where we
Might as well
going?
take it out of your pocket right now.
Take what out? Take what out, dog? Take what out, dog? Take what out? Take what out? Take what out?
I think you got to get the other way though. No.
Take what out?
The-
No.
There we go.
Only going up.
246.
So what? Did some of the homies down there link you or what? They never had nothing to say?
First and foremost,
Man, I said first and foremost. That's
First
when
and
you know it's
foremost.
serious. The nature of the first and foremost.
I gotta apologize.
Still got this ice in this cup, yo. Anyways.
Gotta apologize to the man them and the gal them with the 246. Man, let me wasn't repping it right.
This guy fixing up his clothes like he's about to
No,
run
I
up
mean-
on
no,
somebody.
no.
Like, yo.
You're the one
I
bro.
have to pull up my shank, yo. Like, what's up?
Get that cane a little closer. Still.
Man like me was well kited the last episode still. I'm not even gonna lie. When's the last time you see me with shades on in the episode?
True.
You know what I'm saying? And when the man were hitting me with all these jabs, I'm just like, I couldn't even keep up, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them. It's 3 against
That,
one.
you know, I was about to take myself out of it too. I'm like, what did I really say? I feel like I did. I mean, I threw a pebble, but
I think we're gonna
No.
need Corey back on. Here.
shout out Corey Kareem again.
Shout out
though.
Corey Kareem, man. Big up Corey Kareem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, Bun had to draw for him, you know what I mean? Bun never had all that just to say before he had to draw for the big homie. But nah, like when the man them are bringing up your shit, like, you know what I mean, bigging up Jamaica, it's my job to big up Barbados
Only going up this
and
year.
represent a certain way. Man like me was so kited, like off the top, I'm like, I didn't even know who I could draw for, you know what I'm saying? Because if you guys don't know, I'm supposed to let y'all know. That being said,
We took some real licks for that or something, yo. Like, what's up?
no, I took it personally.
Oh, okay.
I took it personally. Because you already know what this means to me, bro. You already know what this flag means to me, you know what I'm saying? The same way you take pride in where you're from, I take pride in where I'm from. And
We talking about Rexdale?
you're not Jamaican
Because
anymore?
that's where I'm from.
You're not Jamaican anymore? Why you running? You know you need your dark-skinned brethren here or something, bro? Oh, you getting
Dan
real.
Corgan.
Yo.
Real bad man.
Yo, anytime.
Yeah, if you're
bro.
about
You
to
already know it's the 4-1 Rex.
if you're about to start shooting right now, I'm a civilian. All right,
Oh,
this guy's
okay.
adjusted
we
himself
still
so many
recording?
times.
Yeah, we recording? Not doing nothing on recording, dog.
New wave.
I mean, if anything,
We'll
we'll
want a
clip.
camera when it's on.
If anything, we'll clip that up and send it to Corey. So,
Send it to Corey. Send it to Corey.
but speaking of the Jamaicans, since we're already on it,
Me bad.
Reggae Girls, what's up? Big them up real quick. And I'm like, yo, did you even know Women's World Cup soccer was on?
Yeah.
You did?
That's the one time. The World Cup is one time I follow. I can't say I was
For
following.
men and women?
Well, I can't say I follow. I follow, but I don't say I keep up with it. I don't watch. I don't necessarily. I mean, mans are busy more than I ever was before. So it's a different time. So going forward, I can't even speak to my time compared to what my time was before. That being said, if I had time to take it in, I would take it in.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I know Jamaica. Excuse me. I know Jamaica made it through to the round of elimination. So yeah, big up to Jamaica still. Big up. I think that's the first time you guys made it that far on the women's side.
Did you know about Women's World Cup soccer right now?
Nah, like I didn't know it was going on right now. I thought it was coming up. So if it's already started, it's already started.
I know you know about the fight last night, but we'll
Yeah.
get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
But
that's the only product I'm really consuming. Yeah. Women included.
But yeah, I've never seen people so excited for a draw.
Bro,
The excitement.
what, on the Jamaican
yeah.
Jamaican side?
Yeah. I know from a points standpoint, yes, I get it, but it was just, I don't know, the level of excitement, and I guess it was worthy of it because of what it is. It's just
That's nothing new. I mean, that's probably the first time.
because I'm not a soccer man,
and that's why it's probably the first time you've seen
and
that reaction out of whatever. But
I did not know Women's World Cup was even happening,
No.
so I didn't even know what round that was or which stage they
So
were
wait,
in
you
to
never
know.
knew Jamaica was
No,
going through in
no
the
idea.
beginning? Like,
Nope, nothing.
so when did you find out? How did you find out?
Whatever day they had played Brazil and there was a draw.
I mean, that's kind of a testament to the point that maybe what you were saying, I guess, it's just like
I'm
there's
a
not
Jamaican.
no. The fact that like just the women's push isn't that hard compared to the men's. It's just like I thought you would have known. I thought you would have known
To
at the
be-
very least just because of Jamaica.
But to be honest, I don't even consume the news that much anymore. Even sports,
You see, that's
nothing. I haven't watched First Take in months. Nothing on TSN until football's around the corner. So now I'll start watching a bit more of it. But for now, nothing.
This is what I'm trying to say. Who's the target audience? But soccer is so big. I could see a lot of men watching soccer.
Yeah.
And it being the world's biggest sport, I could see so many people just getting behind it and being, patriotic and just wanting to cheer on their country and this and that. So I could see a lot of men watching it. But for me, when it's just specifically women in a sport outside of maybe track and field, because Olympics, again,
Yeah.
you're going for that, it's hard to draw my interest. And just so it doesn't look like I'm shooting them down, like there's a lot of men's sports that I'm not consuming either.
yeah.
But at the same time, when it's the big thing was the fight, right? The fights, MMA was one of the things that was brought up, or UFC. The audience is the same. It's not like the men get up and leave when the women's fights come on. And so for other sports, it's just so, I don't see it unless there's a direct audience for it. But I don't think this is a good example of that because it's such a big sport. I think this is just more of an us thing. But other sports, like what we were talking about last time, WNBA and things like that, it's hard. It's hard to envision who's watching this right now. But yeah, I didn't know about this, but social media caught me up. That's how I knew that it was going down.
The other sporting event that I know you were tapping into was the Jake Paul fight that happened.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Shame on
did
you.
think I did plan to, but man,
No, it wasn't all that. You didn't miss out on anything too big. But to the female sports point of view, the co-main event with Hardy and Serrano, oh man. she put on a clinic, bro. Like,
See, I don't even know who these girls are.
yeah. So
And no disrespect to them, but
and you don't have to, because I don't either.
yeah.
But this is what I mean by I'll watch it.
Yeah.
If it's boxing.
Yeah.
But her technique, I would say, was better than the main event fight. The way Serrano's
Sometimes the
putting up-
undercards, man, they deliver way more than the main event.
she's like a
sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes, not more.
She's a
not all
world
the time.
champion, but I'm just saying, like, the way that she just carved her up, and props to Hardy for taking it, going the whole distance and stuff like that. But you just see a level of technique that you could appreciate. And that for me is like, okay, so I'm still a consumer of MMA to watch this, right? So I'm still watching it, even though it's a female doing it, but she's doing such a great job of it, where it's like, and this is boxing strictly, so not even MMA. Oh man, it was beautiful. I actually feel like that fight was, from a technical standpoint, more technical than Nate Diaz and Jake Paul.
So how was that fight then?
It was disappointing. It was disappointing because
I didn't see it live, but I watched the highlights. Like, I
Yeah.
watched the 12-minute highlight reel, and I was like, the mere fact that I saw this thing pop up and it said round 12, I was like, oh, this is already a lame fight.
No, round 10. They didn't go
was
to
10?
12. Yeah, didn't do the 12.
I could have swore I saw the banner pop up. Okay, whatever.
No.
It's on 10?
Yeah.
All right.
They're still getting
I mean,
there.
that alone.
Yeah. Well,
It suggests already to me that it went the full length, and I was like,
he dropped.
couldn't have been that exciting.
Yeah, no, it was exciting.
Oh,
He
yeah?
dropped him
Yeah.
in the 4th or 5th. I'm not excited because I'm trying to. My guy didn't win, right? So I want Nate to win that fight. So I was just like, what is this? Like, he's
Yeah.
doing. He had the antics and all that stuff. You know, he's talking to the crowd in the middle of the fight, and like he's messing around. He puts him in the guillotine for jokes, and he's playing around. But I wanted to see like more serious Nate Diaz come out and actually box. And maybe in my head, I just thought that he could do it, and he just couldn't do it. Period.
See, I'm trying to figure out whether this YouTuber bullshit become boxer. If not even just that, but because I want to get to the Zuckerberg Elon shit too, right?
Yeah.
Is that what this is becoming? Just famous person has to fight famous person, and we have to create almost like a anybody can do it type mentality amongst everybody.
Yo,
And Jake Paul and what's his
Nate
brother?
Diaz.
What's his brother's name again?
Logan
Paul.
Yeah.
Are just that. Like, you can do anything you want. I became a
You
YouTuber
know what
and I
it
became
is?
a boxer.
So
I'm fighting all these people. I'm like, what?
I'm happy they brought this up.
Wasn't Trump supposed to be doing that too, though?
Bro.
Doing what? What is
But I
Trump
feel
doing?
Like just fame coming up and like just, all right, well, I'm gonna flip the script and do this. Or
Yeah,
I could be anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I could be anything, including the leader
President.
of the free world. And that's what Trump
But
is
I think,
supposed to
I
represent.
think Trump, but to me, it's like, that's what created Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
that whole, yeah.
You think that man aren't going to be running for president in another 15, 20 years?
Well,
It
they're
is
gonna be
becoming
few
a
out the way.
popularity.
You get what I mean?
It is becoming a popularity contest, right? But I think that's
They
what
already
the new
have a
wave is.
following of
That's what it is.
how many? 20 million. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
If you could sell whatever it is that you're doing, you could create a lane for yourself right now in anything.
And that's
Well-
what the Trump name became. That's all the Trump name really became.
I think his thing is more than that, but I get what you're saying. Like, I feel like there's more of people just being sick of this, the way that it's been for the last forever. And they wanted something fresh to be the guy that says it the way it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's saying stuff that you want to say or you're thinking to say, that you might even vote for with someone not knowing that you're voting for. But here we go. This is who we're pushing for now.
But it
'cause
must be
he's-
frightening when you see the world in just that one perspective, that one way.
He's exploiting
get what
a
I mean?
bunch of different views.
But to have that
like
much control over so many people.
Hey, there's people thirsting for that, eh? There's people thirsting for that level of control, level of influence. Like,
You think that's not going on in other parts of the world? Or
what?
Yeah.
like every other,
What?
like, you think they really want to vote such and such in right now?
Yo.
They got no choice.
Well, speaking. Well, if we're gonna apply this to Toronto alone, there was just a protest.
Yo,
You heard about it?
Yo, I don't know the like. It's
think I know
funny
what you guys
because
talking about.
it happened.
The
it happened-
Eritrea.
Yeah.
The what?
It happened yesterday, and then it happened again today. So I feel like it happening today because after that, on my way here, I was hearing them talk about
I mean,
like backstory
yeah,
about like going in depth of this is why it's happening, and hearing the leaders talk about we're not trying to resort to military intervention,
there was just
but
like there's a regular
give me-
celebration
Give me that. Yeah.
with the Eritrean community. That I guess that like a
I think it's the whole West African, not
Is it
just
the whole-
Eritrea. I believe so. Once again, I got to get caught up. I'm just hearing this as on my way here, but
most of the story I got just applied to them. But
it's more than, from what I understand, it's more than Eritrea. But I still got to get caught up. But
yeah,
yeah.
so
So
well,
break it down. whatever you know
It's just like the two sides basically are going back and forth because in Eritrea, there's only been one president,
of it.
and he's been president for the last 30 years, ever since they were independent of Ethiopia.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, yo, where's the other people to speak up for the other side who doesn't necessarily go along with that person anymore?
Yeah.
There should be some sort of democracy here where we can vote somebody else in, but
You would think.
there's still a group of people that want things to stay the way they are, and there's a group of people that want things to change.
I don't.
So now they're clashing, and it got violent today or yesterday.
Is this
today.
where
Yesterday.
okay, so I did hear a clip of this on the news. I don't remember where I was sitting, but I saw something on CP24 where they're interviewing somebody. So is this where the cops got involved and like they're
Yeah.
like beating up elderly people and everything? Like it was just silliness.
Can't believe this guy just shouted out CP24, but anyway,
That's
continue.
I don't like you, but more like me. I don't listen to the news either. I don't consume anything. It's
Yeah.
like this whole we talk about this all the time. I don't keep repeating it, but social media is kind of what's getting me in on the loop of what's going on. Other
Yeah.
than that, it's just what I want to
For
consume,
most,
and
that's
that's
what
it.
it is. For most, that's what
there's
it is.
just too much going on in my own life where I got to figure out things that way, opposed to me just see the bombing in nowhere.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with anything for me. Not to be selfish, but just be realistic, because
It's
that's
so
going on all the
messed
time.
up.
And then even
But
that's
it's so messed up that
but it-
these things are happening.
but it's chosen, it's picked. There's a million other things that are going on too that are not showcased at all. So to me, it's just like I'm better off in my own little bubble. I just make sure that everyone's good and like around me, and I pray for the world and stuff like that. But I got too much going on for myself. But now with this, as in what we're doing, and then just life in general, I do want to start getting out of my bubble a little bit
Broadening
more.
your horizons.
Yeah, but it's so challenging.
I know.
But having said that, so that's why the whole CP24 thing came up. And even then, I'm like, I don't remember where I was sitting, but it was on, because it's not on in my house no more. Like
Yeah.
that's not happening.
Mhm.
yeah.
So wherever I was, I don't remember. But I saw that little clip. But again, I didn't look what it was.
yeah.
It's funny how even that perspective has changed for me though, because growing up, I always felt so strongly about having to stay current
Yes.
with what's in the news.
Yes.
And
But you
it's
probably got that
always,
from your parents, no?
I guess.
I got it from
But
my
I-
parents.
I did.
CP24 was on like
I did.
24/7.
Yeah,
I
because
did.
I
What's
had
the
to.
weather? Because
'Cause
the
I-
weather channel, mom, no, CP24. Like
Even prior to CB24 though, I'll
Oh,
shout out
Yeah.
City TV
sure, same thing,
because
in a way.
growing up, I used to watch the 6 p.m. newscast.
Yeah.
Like I remember there's
Mm-mm.
images that I still live with
Yeah.
that on, and it
The
was
OGs,
always
yeah.
a thing. City news at 6, and then I feel like I really believe that I used to stay up late sometimes to watch the 11 o'clock newscast with my grandmother, but she'll always say, "Why would I have had you up at 11 o'clock?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I
Yeah.
woke up in the middle of the night and I was just watching the news with
Yeah,
you or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
but
11 o'clock wasn't 11 o'clock back then.
I
Like
know,
they
right?
don't look at it like,
Nah,
oh, it's
no.
11 o'clock. You better
Yeah.
go
My
to
bed-
sleep. There's no bedtime.
My bedtime was 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Eh?
9 o'clock.
Mm.
I'm not. 9 o'clock is
Well,
our
clearly it
bedtime.
wasn't if you're watching the 11 o'clock freaking
But
news.
that's what I mean. If it was like a Friday night, Saturday night, and I
Yeah.
don't have school, but I'm at my grandmother's house, and then
Fair.
I'm up late or something. But
Mm.
she would always say it's because it used to get dark early. Like it gets dark at 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
but you don't think about that part in your younger years. Like you don't understand it.
No. You just want to stay up.
Basically.
But going back to what you're saying, hitting the Duca, it's like these guys sold out the arena. 20,000 people are there to go watch this thing,
Mhm.
right? And it's not really boxing, even though it's that type of atmosphere. It's definitely not MMA. It's entertainment. I feel like this is
It
the.
is. That's
I
all
feel
it
like
is.
I feel like
There's
this.
a storyline.
I feel like this is like the new closeness to what wrestling once was.
Bro, I trust me.
So
So
this
this
is-
exactly where I was going with this.
This has become like more of a. I don't want to say gimmick because they're really going in there and
I was
doing
going to
it.
ask
Yeah.
if you felt that way.
I feel like it is, but here's a crazy thing. So SummerSlam just happened as well.
Mhm.
Yo, close to 60,000 sold.
Yo, listen.
You know how crazy that is?
Listen, the cult
Yeah.
following has not wavered. one
Exactly.
bit.
And that's
One
what's so
bit.
crazy about.
Like,
That's what's so crazy.
60
to me.
honestly, don't.
60,000 is no joke.
It's
60,000
they've-
people went to
they've
go
been
watch
doing
this.
it. They've been doing it since Ted DiBiase, since
I know.
Ric Flair.
I,
They've
just,
been
I,
people
doing
that
it.
don't
didn't,
It's
I
not-
didn't think it was like.
I didn't either, but
Imagine there are
Man.
artists that don't even sell copies,
there's a ton
and
of
these
them.
guys have people showing up
Yeah. It's a ton
for
of them.
this.
On-
What?
On that note, since you brought up artists, yo, shout out 50 Cent, man. Close to 850,000 tickets sold for his last lap tour. That's
Bro.
that.
yo,
that is
nostalgia
beautiful.
is the
That is
biggest.
beautiful. So,
Like-
yo, congrats 50.
I linked up with one of the young boys the other day, and he was telling me how that's all he's on right now. Cameron, 50,
Good.
Prodigy, and he's no more than 23.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, hey, that's the zone. This guy's like, yo, heavy. And that's all I'm listening to.
Did he give any insight as to why he's on
We didn't
them
even get
and
that
not
far
the-
into a conversation, but when he was talking about it, I was like, yeah, right.
This goes to that thing that I was just saying that
Jadakiss, all of them.
that Nas just put out, that little clip that I read to you guys that I just
Yo,
heard, where he's like he
honestly-
wants more people his age to put out material, so it's not just about the trend, but it's about the art form. Goes back to the overall conversation or the point that I'm trying to make. I feel like if you can sell, you could create a lane in anything
Yeah,
right
of
now.
course.
We got so many Hadoukens to hit today, but keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
Keep going.
Do the fire ones too, man. but there's a lane for anything that you want to create. It's where I'm going at, but go with whatever Hadouken you want to go with right now.
It's just how far are we gonna go with these things? And then I sent you guys to think.
Till the generation's over, bro.
But you saw what I sent in the group chat with the whole Zuckerberg thing.
I'm over that.
But they're talking about it now. It's gonna be street. Like it's
Bro.
gonna happen.
When I shared that,
We
that,
talking
that-
about gimmick, bro. Like, come on.
But you wanna
I
talk-
don't think
but you
he's
wanna
that.
talk-
really want
you
to see that shit.
But you want to
Like,
talk about
you
60,000? You want?
Yeah, I do.
You're-
I'll watch that.
Millions, man. That's millions of people.
You will watch it too, whether you believe it or not right now.
But
If that's
I'll-
like
I'll
set in
watch it.
stone,
Listen, I've easily been, and I'm not the one to be like, turn that shit off. If I'm in a room and
Yeah.
everyone's consuming that shit, I'm not gonna turn around and protest. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm not going out of my way to stream. If I'm at home,
yeah.
guaranteed I'm not going out of my way to.
You know what? It'll
It's not
find you.
happening.
It's
And
gonna
that's fine.
be
And I
so
won't
big.
run from it. I
Yeah.
won't run from it.
Yeah.
But I'm not drawing for that. I am no way, shape, or form drawing for that.
Man,
No way.
I don't see how that. Here's a better question: how long would that be a conversation after it's happened?
Man,
Does that stay in
I highly
the
doubt.
algorithm forever?
I highly doubt.
Since they own the
I mean, I don't
algorithm?
think. I mean, if Elon takes the L, he's gonna go out of his way to make sure it doesn't.
I guess. But
Hey,
then
hey,
everyone
then
that
may-
doesn't like Elon is gonna keep it there. So I don't know. If that materializes, that's insane to me.
I think this is. I think it's all bullshit to just keep them relevant in some way, shape, or form before they drop the next bomb or the next new wave or the next. Other than that, bro,
I feel like they're. I don't.
Do you really want to see them scrap? Like you want to see them scrap, especially you?
It's not that I want to see them. It's more like
Like
it's,
look what he said. He said
Yeah.
Nate Diaz, and he was like, no, I don't want to see that. It wasn't that good. But you want to
It's
see Elon Musk
the-
and Mark Zuckerberg go at it?
it's not that I want to see them go at it. It's that if it's happening, I will definitely go out of my way to watch it. The entertainment value there is just crazy. The world is gonna stop for that in my domain
Your
of
world, I
combat
guess.
You
sports.
see how you care that much to see it? I don't.
No, I don't care to see it. I'm not saying I care that much to see it. I'm saying if it's happening and there's a date set, I'm watching it. Like I'm not missing it. Is what I'm saying. I don't care to be like, oh, I really hope it happens so I could go bet on Elon getting choked out or whatever.
It makes me think of so I had the Crawford fight
Mm,
in my phone.
mm,
Like I marked the date and everything.
Yeah.
Months ago.
yeah.
Like when I first heard about this, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm there. I'm not missing this.
Yeah.
Didn't I go to my bed
So
with it on the TV?
yeah, I fluked that.
Knocked out.
I fluked that too. I fluked that too.
I was so mad. I was so mad. I woke up the next day. I'm like, there's no way this just happened to me.
Yo, shout out Montreal though. I love how much the average person there I felt was into the fights there. I'm literally walking down. I finished watching someone perform, whatever. I'm walking down the street. I don't even remember where I was. And there's like their version of a Boston pizza or whatever. And we're watching it from the outside, bro. Like it's rammed inside. There's a whole crowd outside. I'm looking at the crowd outside. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
2 screens up. The Dustin Poirier fight was happening too. So
Yeah,
UFC's going on
UFC,
one
yeah,
screen,
yeah.
and then the boxing's going on one screen.
Yeah.
That was a nice fight. Crawford
I-
just put on a clinic.
Oh, I know. And
Spence, I don't understand why Spence couldn't move. Like even when he's ducking and weaving, he's right in front of him,
yo, you
just
want
getting killed.
you want to talk about being kited, bro? Nobody could tell me that he was not high as a mother effer that night.
Might as well have been.
Because you know when
He
they
didn't
do the, you know,
I
they,
never seen it. I
you know
never
when they do
seen
the
it, so I can't even
pre-fight
speak to
stuff?
it.
Yeah,
show them in the locker room,
yeah,
show them doing whatever, him walking into the arena, da.
yeah.
That guy's eyes were so red. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this guy? Like, what are you on right now?
Jordan's eyes be red though. Like, I
No,
can't-
man.
So
Go find this stuff on YouTube and you can watch. Like, I'm telling you, his eyes were red.
But did he
Like
look
red,
besides,
red.
Besides having the symptom of red eyes,
Yeah,
bro,
and he just looked out of it to me.
so
From the very, like, from my side, this guy walking in the arena, he looked out of it.
so there's no proof of that, right? But since we're talking about this, Nick Diaz has been high fighting.
Because he's spoken about it before?
He's gotten busted for it before. They found it in his bloodstream twice. He got suspended when he fought
Funded
Anderson
what? Funded
Silva
what?
for weed. He
What?
yeah.
We're not.
It's real. Even when he fought
But, like, it's
Takanori Gomi in Japan, he was. They were saying that they found so much weed in his system to the point where like he might have been high while he was fighting.
But okay.
And he won that fight, choked him out.
But with weed though, like, is that against? Once again, enlighten me.
Yeah.
Is that against MMA? Like,
Yeah.
It is?
It's now an enhancer.
It's considered an enhancer.
Isn't that interesting? It's considered an
because
enhancer,
once
and
again,
I can
you
see it
in
too.
the NBA. It's legit now. Like they almost like, and maybe it was the players' union that was just like, yo, the demographic, whatever. They were able to convince the powers that be of the NBA. But they were able to, I guess, once again, influence the powers that be.
Yeah.
So now it's legit.
Yeah.
Just like how it is in Canada. Like, mans have been burning, but now it's legal. So, like, that's why I had to go back to MMA. Like, when you said he was under the influence or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's cocaine. I'm thinking it's some legit, like,
That's John.
Yeah,
That's John
something,
Jones.
yeah.
John Jones.
Yeah. And that's another reason why.
Yeah, because like weed ain't shit nowadays.
And weed ain't shit.
Yeah.
And, like, if anything, weed's gonna do
That's-
more to debilitate.
You would think that though, but if there's different kinds of weed. If you're just smoking CBD, that might give you an enhancement where you're not feeling the pain as much as you would
But
otherwise.
then CBD, but
I
once
never thought
again,
about that.
You get what I'm
true,
saying?
Yeah, but
Mind you, I don't know if that's what they're smoking, but I'm just saying.
Because to me, so it's more of a put you in the zone. Like you might see things clear type of.
True,
All
but then
that.
it slows you down.
It can. It depends on what it is and who it is.
But have you ever
Exactly.
smoked and done exercise though?
Yes.
Like you feel like it
Yes.
slows you down?
It got to a point where I stopped.
Man.
There was a point in time where I was on it. I was just like, yo, I can't wait. Because I would just focus. Like, it would be a point. But then once again, when I was younger, there was a lot of things I used to do.
So, two things where I felt like it made me feel better. This might even sound off, but when I've smoked before I'm about to run.
I'm not surprised.
I felt like I'm breathing better, as weird as that might sound, like your lungs are messed up or whatever. I just feel like, okay, my
I get it.
inhalation is like, I'm inhaling deeper. I feel more of my muscles.
I think
when
it
I'm
becomes
actually
more
running.
mental, but
I think I'm just more focused on
That's just
feeling
me
different
anyways.
parts of my body. Like I when I smoke, it's just different for me. I feel really different.
it's different for
Wait-
everybody. But yeah.
Weightlifting's another one where I'm lifting weights. So if I'm about to do a chest press, the way I'm using my back, the way that my form is arched, the way that I feel like I'm using my shoulder, like everything that I'm using in the press, it's just like, whoa, it's not as normal.
as silly as it may sound,
Yeah.
I feel like while it's supposed to make you high or it's supposed to, make your thoughts go elsewhere, I feel like it channels your thoughts. And if you have the intention of working out,
Yeah.
you will work out with precise intent. That's why your form is different. That's why your breathing is different, because you want to maximize the results. And
Yeah.
then because you could be, everything could be tuned out outside of you making sure you get the perfect set.
Yeah.
And that's why you felt your breathing was different. The posture was different. Everything that you're able to do it because it becomes that more focused.
Yeah.
That's how I was. But then it just got to a point where it's just like, it just changed.
So I'm just going back to my point. So this is
Yeah,
a Nate,
yeah.
by the way. It's his brother Nick that got busted for all this, right?
All right.
So I could see it being an enhancer there.
No, yeah, for sure. But it's just,
Not the phone being on. Come on, put that joint on vibrate, bro. Continue. Yeah.
Their brand, though, going back to our original conversation of still selling out and having this crazy following and stuff like that, they're as real as it gets. The Diaz brothers, like it's like a cult-like following for these guys, to the point where me and my friend were talking about this, right? He lost the fight. Even one of the broadcast analysts said this after the fact. He loses the fight. He's like, Nate Diaz might just be the best loser, period. Where like he loses a fight, but it doesn't look like he lost. Like he's still talking shit. You know what I mean? Middle fingers in the air. Yeah, my arm was
Yeah,
kind of
right.
hurting. I didn't show up 100%. I moved up in weight, and I'm gonna get the next one. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna whoop everybody. You believe him? It's like you're gonna go watch the next one, and he's gonna probably sell that out too. And I'm like, when does that end?
As you know, I'm starting to pick up my interest on UFC, and I
Yeah.
already feel like he might be my favorite fighter.
It could be a
'Cause-
thing. I'll give you a funny quote that you might like though, and not that we're whatever doing this, but.
Yeah.
He goes, I used to get kicked out of school for fighting and selling weed, right? So now he doesn't talk about this a lot, but now he's got like a big marijuana company and stuff, a cannabis company, and he's fighting, obviously. He's like, that's the two things that I'm getting paid for.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But how authentic they are,
Yeah.
you cannot duplicate it. He does not care about the media days. He's not there to talk to you. He's just like, this is what it is. This is what's happening. This is what you signed up for. And that's it. It's as real as it gets, choking people out if they're disrespecting them in person. Like it's a different switch that goes off, man. But at the same time, like I met him too, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
yeah. I met him a while back too. This
Nate?
is when I met
Doing
Nate.
what? Where?
This is when he just won Ultimate Fighter, and I think it was at Dave and Buster's. They had the thing going on.
That's
so
your
the time
spot, eh?
it was back
Shout out
then.
DMB.
We
Only going up this year.
we actually went there to meet him
Your
because we knew
power
he was
card?
going to be there.
You got your power card?
No, I don't play no games. This guy- There's a power card though. Nah. So I'm there. We had a conversation with him. I'm like, yo, you want me to get you a drink? I'm gonna get you a drink, right? Nah, I don't drink. So he's like,
Whoa.
He's all
Run
about-
that back again. Run that back. Who's getting who a drink?
I'm offering him. I'm talking to him. We're hanging out, whatever. I'm like, yo, you want me to grab you a drink? Like I'm about to go grab a beer or whatever. I don't drink. So he's like dedicated and disciplined to his craft to the point where all this other bullshit that makes him look silly at times or stupid or not, like he is definitely about what he's doing. And that ain't easy, bro. This at least 15 years ago now when I bumped into him too. So he's still up there.
Down the line, they're gonna have to figure out something because there's only so much of this bullshit I think you can sell people until you have to make it more and more interesting.
But look at
So I feel like
I was gonna
one
throw
of them
next
are probably gonna have to get into like some of these real fighters. Like, could you imagine Jake Paul versus Crawford or something one day?
No.
You think that's absolutely ridiculous, or
Well, the way this
but you get what I mean? Like, imagine
he
they were
fought,
to
he
try
fought
to sell
Mayweather.
that.
He fought Mayweather.
Does that just seem absolutely ridiculous? Yeah, I
What?
guess.
Mayweather's created a new lane. Think about it. Everyone's evolving into something else right now. Mayweather's just like, all right, let me go have an exhibition and make more money than any boxer right now.
Because the blueprint has shown once you retire, the bread, unless you can create your own bread, you're basically at the mercy of whoever will sponsor you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So that's why it's just like, nah.
But check that out though. So he's created a whole nother lane.
Yeah.
Who else is getting paid for exhibitions like he is? His brand has become so big that people still want to see him get beat up even if it's in an exhibition. And he'll fly, like, you don't even know when he's fighting. Sometimes he flew out to Japan and just beat up some random.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Grabbed a couple mil. All right,
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
all independent work.
this world is so beautiful right now. It's like you could literally come up with anything and it could work out for
You
you.
can monetize
As
it.
long, yeah.
Come on, nuts, man. Like,
We need a camera on this.
we
guy
have.
right
I
now.
know we haven't even
I
gotten
saw
to
that
that.
too. I saw that too.
We haven't
I
even
saw that
gotten to
too.
that yet, and this guy's over here. Anyways, last point I wanted to make, because we're gonna get to that after.
Oh man.
Is I just saw a picture recently of Mark Zuckerberg with one of those UFC fighters. I
Probably.
forget it.
Who was it?
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Damn it! I wish I had saved it then. But he looks like he's really getting prepared for something.
He's competed. This is what I'm trying to tell you. He's entered a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament already.
Yeah.
As his name, no BS. Like he's on the mats. His name's in. He's fighting whoever else is in his weight class and stuff like that. He's already competed, so he's ready to go.
Yeah, 'cause he looks like he's about to fuck somebody up. To be honest,
And Elon, like you gotta.
yes, man.
Elon's in his 50s,
Yo, he's
bro.
cock diesel right now. Bro, I'm telling you, the man is like caught
I'll
up.
I'll wait for the highlights.
We'll insert the pic. We're not so fine.
Anyhow,
we'll
you
insert
yawn
it.
right now.
But it's wild, yo.
I'll put it this way: he could probably beat up most people.
Yeah, yo, trust me.
Well, once you're trained,
Like someone
Any
comes up to him like,
amateur-
"Hey, man, fuck Facebook." Like,
Yeah.
just put you in a chokehold.
remember, I don't know if you guys remember this. You might remember this. You might remember this. Justin Trudeau against Patrick. Was it Patrick Brazil?
Yeah,
Brazil, whatever.
Yeah.
And look who won. Everyone thought. Are you familiar?
Are
Nah.
I forgot all about that.
Trudeau and who?
So it's a Canadian senator, a former Canadian senator. I don't know if he's still in there or whatnot.
Yeah,
but
which Trudeau? This
Justin,
Trudeau?
the
Yes,
Prime
yes,
Minister
yeah.
Okay.
of Canada.
How'd he
This
do?
was a while ago.
He won, bro.
Trudeau won?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just
And
saw a
that's
clip
the
of him
thing.
getting beat up
But
by
he
some
was
old guy.
taller than him, but Brazil was stout and kind of
Yeah, you and you would think everyone thought
some.
everyone
Out
thought he
of,
was
out
gonna
of
win.
Canada, to be honest, though, a lot of the best boxers come out of Quebec. Like they're good with their hands. Like they're boxing out there. It's probably the closest province to the States with the amount of fights that they got going on there and the level of competitiveness. So
Okay, now this is the last point I wanted to make. I want to shout out the Hart family, not like
like Bret Hart and them.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I've been watching a bit of the Dark Side of the Ring. I don't know if anybody in here has ever seen it.
Yeah.
I
No.
think it's a really good series, And some of the
The
stories
heart,
on there
that
are
if
really
there's
good.
yo,
And because you shout out the Diaz family, I didn't even know their brothers were in there, both in there fighting. But
yeah.
the Hart family, they huge amongst Canadian wrestling. And
Yeah.
trust me.
I read this book.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's forever on. I read his
Yeah.
book. I read
That
his
was
book.
that was actually the first one that got me into books. I read that when it first came out. Bret Hart's the man.
Yeah.
Like he talks about how his family was in it way before Vince McMahon and all that
oh
stuff.
for sure.
His father
Yeah.
was running
Yeah.
everything in
For
Calgary
sure.
Stampede.
Yeah,
How
yo.
he's got backstories on every
Oh,
wrestler.
yeah.
It's like all his
Oh,
brothers
yeah.
and like how many of them there is. It's a whole nother thing. Even the whole Owen Hart dying thing, like all his other brothers, Davey Boy Smith, how his family's marrying into other wrestlers. It's nuts, bro. I met him too. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I met him. He might be one of the like first people that I actually wanted to meet that was famous. Met him at the flea market. Shout out the flea market. Went to the flea market. He's there signing
I
stuff.
remember this.
Yeah.
Shout out Dr. Fleas,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
this.
Yo, shout out Bret Hart. I still remember this as a kid. So this is maybe grade 8 or 9 or something like that.
Mhm.
Whenever
Mhm.
that whole thing happened, he moved to the Montreal screw job.
Yeah.
And then Brett screwed Brett, whatever, that whole thing that they got going on. So I went up to him, I'm like, yo, man, I'm a big fan. Thank you so much. I'm a little kid, right? Yo, his hand, first of all, was like gigantic. Shakes your hand, looks you in the eyes, you're welcome. And whatever other part of it. But that part of it was so personable to me. I was just like, man, this guy is,
How old are you?
again, like 12, 13, 14 max. So whenever that time frame happened. So
I can't even remember. That's why I had to ask you because if you tell me, then
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember. But
But
I
it
do
was
remember.
just so
yeah.
much class, though. It just felt good to meet somebody that you kind of look up to. Like we're watching his matches and all that stuff. Like the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Like all that stuff, and that whole DX thing, the back and forth that was going on. I'm cheering Heart Foundation. But go on with that series. I don't even know about it. Tell me about that, because
It's just it tells a story about a lot of the wrestlers that we used to follow back in the day and the backstory to their actual lives.
yeah,
And not just what we knew about them on the screen.
yeah,
And how it intertwined with what they were doing on the screen
yeah.
and whatever narrative they may have had that followed them too.
See, so
There's a few wrestlers that I like.
some of these guys are on like all kinds of cool stuff too, man.
for sure.
The shoot wrestling interviews are interesting to me, man.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's like, again, you're like, oh,
They
damn.
all were. Bro. They were like,
Yeah.
Back in the day, they were all.
You go back to the Macho Man and his interviews, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Ultimate
The-
Warriors.
Ultimate Warrior. Shit, the shit that they said, bro. It's just like
The power of the thunder. I'm gonna take you to
Yeah.
Pluto and
Yeah. Like what?
Yeah, there's an episode of Macho Man and his relationship. The Owen Hart one is the one that I just recently watched, and that's why I brought it
Yeah.
up just to shout out the Hart family. But
Yeah.
it's a good series. I think you guys should probably go check it out.
I'm gonna be watching WNBA still.
Yeah, funny, but we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with some more SUP.
Whether leisure or athletic, business or casual, be the first, not the last, to grab yourself some First King clothing. Visit firstkingclothing.com.
Who wants to be king?
First King Clothing Co. Go find him on the internet or on Instagram. Knots will throw the key in. Keep him busy too. Got some pretty fly stuff out there, so we'll grab something. But before we went to that break, we had said we're going to take a look at something that Knots was over here giggling about behind the scenes. So, SB, take a look at this. I don't know if you've seen this already. Has everybody seen this already?
Yeah.
And it's
You know what? Rightfully so. He should have been giggling.
This was absolutely ridiculous.
it's disgraceful, but so bad.
Should we just rewind now? Because I wanted to point something out to you guys from the
Rewind
beginning.
what?
No, but from
Hold on,
before,
let it go in real time first. Let it go in real time. And then
take a look at the end here when she. No, but take a look at the end here when she skips over the line.
No.
Or it's like
I didn't
just
catch
after.
that.
Look at the skip. Look at the little skip here.
I never saw that.
Hold on.
Nah, Knots, yo, run that back again. Run that back again. Don't her belly look kind of bang?
Yeah.
Like she has a baby in there, bro.
I've been saying that, but the fact that it went down how it went down, the fact that it went down how it went down, more gimmick shit. I couldn't help but think this is staged or this is some fraudulent. I didn't think it was real.
That's what I thought.
I never thought it was real.
That's what I thought.
Like at this point, I'm thinking it's like a real or some shit. Some shit. The fact that this is real is why I can't help but I keep saying the word disgraceful. Bro.
Yo, she got more limelight than the winner. I don't know who won this.
Of course.
Who's gold? Forget bronze. Who's gold?
I'm telling you, it's this part for me, bro. What are you happy? Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you doing? Oh my goodness!
Like she doesn't look like a sprinter. So
Not even close.
What's that Nelly track?
Which one?
Number one. Second something.
Oh, once it's
third,
not
no one remembers.
Nah, I thought
we need a remix to that.
I thought he was thinking about a different song.
Not tip drill, because I'm glad it wasn't that. Oh Lord.
Because that's what when he said Nelly, it made me think of music. So I'm like, what are you thinking? She's a running, she's a track star. She ain't, bro. Not even close. Ain't no track star. Far from.
They're investigating it though. They're investigating
I
it
heard
back.
they got banned or something. They were told to stand down or something. And I've never heard, like, I don't even know what that means. I should be looking it up, but
I've never seen it get to this level. So stuff like this happens in other countries. Like I know, like there's things like that happen in India all the time.
Yeah.
Where I don't know about now, but like not too long ago, where you pay such and such. Now you're at a certain event or in a certain position where you don't belong, but you have your connections or you've paid so and so off, right?
That's bad, bro.
But
that's why I said disgraceful.
Like, yeah.
Was that a final or was that a heat?
I have no idea what that was.
Because yo, they run
Nah,
the 200.
Come on, bro. She ain't making it to the finals. Like what?
She made it.
It's got to be one of the heats. That's got to be the first
Bro,
one.
they run the 200 faster than that. Qualifiers. The 200, bro. That's bad. Like, she has no business there. Absolutely no business there.
You tell her that.
You know what? She could even have a gun to her head. Like, yo, if you don't represent, bro, it could be that bad. It could be that bad.
No, it can't.
If she has the confidence to do that,
she does not have my sympathy. That's not happening. What confidence? A skip at the end or what?
it's so disgraceful, bro.
Is that the worst you've ever seen? Then
It's the worst. There's worse than that.
I'm not. I don't even think it's disgraceful. Props to her for doing that.
I mean, for the country.
Come on, man.
Me personally, like
that ain't easy to do. You go in front of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people and you get smoked.
At least she crossed the finish line
in style.
Ben Johnson pulled up on some.
That's what I was gonna say.
Did he finish?
Nope. Nope.
Yo, you keep saying Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, not Ben Johnson. You mean Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson.
Yeah.
Michael
Don't put that
Johnson.
on our country.
Oh shit! I did say Ben Johnson last
Yeah.
time too, right?
Yeah. Donovan Bailey. Woo! That was like when you're like,
Yeah. That was a flex. I'm not gonna lie. Felt real good. Fucking
met him too still.
Yeah.
Another classy guy.
I was gonna say, you know, we need to big up Andre DeGrasse.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why?
Definitely.
Because he's Bajan.
Oh no!
Oh, we're back there again?
He's half big. Oh yeah. I'm never letting this shit go.
Man trying to redeem himself.
We're never letting it go. I know. I always known
You
this.
went home and did your research.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew that's how it's gonna come across. I know how that's gonna come across. I know this shit. Yo, there's plenty of bitches I can go in the Rolodex and look up. But I knew Andre DeGrasse. I always knew. It's like, why I couldn't. I'm like in my head. I'm trying to think, but still trying to focus on the show. And it's like, there's no way the way I was kited, it was gonna come up. So yeah, big up Andre DeGrasse.
Yeah.
Making me feel like you got draped up or something. Like the man them came.
Bro,
like,
I felt. That's how it felt, bro. That's how it felt, dog. Oh god, I feel wounded, bro.
Man, yo.
I'm not gonna lie, that episode's so entertaining to me. I'm a fan.
Of course you're a fan. You're a fan of anything fucking comedic.
Oh man, that was
comedic
hilarious.
relief.
That was hilarious.
Speaking of which, yeah, feedback's been pretty good. So,
You're welcome.
Keep thinking that it was at his expense.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption.
Isn't it? Like,
that's a fair assumption.
Like, yo, bro, my lenses are up, eh? I could be kited, but don't feel I'm not aware to this shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I just want to acknowledge everybody who's been watching so far and or
Big them up.
listening.
All my yachties, big them up.
That was my favorite part.
Only going up this year.
But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notifications button so you know when there's a new episode out. I think we're all grateful for the support we've been receiving so far. The viewership is growing. Our audience is
I mean, we
growing
could get
slowly
more.
but surely.
We could get more. We could get some more support.
Oh, we're not stopping.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We can.
Yeah, not
But yeah, like I said, if you haven't already, it don't take much. It's really nothing more than you just tap the screen or click the mouse button and hit the link, subscribe, notifications.
Oh, you really just gave him a step by step there.
Sometimes that's what they say people need sometimes, just a reminder more than anything.
Yeah.
Because those things matter. They help with our analytics.
They'll appreciate it. They'll appreciate it. We're not begging, but at the same time,
Speak for yourself.
I'm
I'm begging.
they'll appreciate it. Nah, real shit. They'll appreciate it.
I mean, it was nothing more than a reminder. But like I said, I just wanted to acknowledge everybody who's done that already.
Salute.
But if you wanted to do something more, you could always just share with one other friend who you feel may enjoy the
There's
same
going to be
quality
some
content
convicts that
you're-
sooner or later.
There's always
Sooner or
something
later.
that you know that relates to somebody in your circle.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
that's all that really is.
Yeah.
And a few people have said that to me. It's like I know of one other person already who would be interested. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk enough good shit for it to make the rounds.
share the link, whatever it is. But
I have some friends visiting
Let 'em know where
Barbados
else
right now, so I was sharing
Big
that
them
clip.
up, yes.
Yeah, I was sharing that clip.
246.
Going up this year.
There's some sort of carnival going on there right now, no?
No, that's crop
Crop
over.
over.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
The
So,
big days tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
big
right.
days tomorrow.
Yeah.
The big days tomorrow. Yeah. You have
On
fets
the
and everything
Monday?
on the Monday. The Monday's a holiday, and the parade. The big
how
parade.
big is it?
The big. It's a national holiday. It's the biggest.
So it's like our Caravana Day parade
Yes.
as opposed to the entire weekend,
yes.
but they just it's on the
Kadooment
Monday.
Day. Yes.
What's it called?
Kadooment Day?
Kadooment Day?
Yeah.
What does that stand for, you know?
It's like another Hadouken.
The day. Okay, so I don't know what Kadooment stands for, like the day, but crop over signifies the end of crop season. So like you get to yield, you know, all the crops that you were in working hard and whatnot. So it goes back to that. Like now the crop's over, now we can yield the harvest. So it's like a celebration. Like, yo, we got all this, we put in the work all the whole summer. Now we get to
That includes the ganja man, them, yo?
Of course. Everything, every crop, bruh. Every crop makes its rounds. Every crop's a part of the community.
Yeah, eh?
Big them up, yes.
Only going up this year.
I just saw on damn it, what's their fuck, what would you call it? Like their slogan or was it Pride in Industry or something?
Pride in industry.
What would you call it?
That's the shoot, man.
You know, it's one of those words that's like it's what would
Like
you
it's
call
the
it?
motto,
Their creed.
Yeah, that part. It's all of that. Pride in industry. What's Jamaica's? Out of one, many.
We are many. You know, out of many we are one.
Yeah.
Bad man them, yo.
Some of them there.
Damn it.
Come look for him in the comments.
We're editing that out, yo.
No, that's it. Yeah, you see, and that's another thing. Beer Jamaican propaganda. The man them doing the editing. If you don't know, Knots, shout him out. But yo, he's Jamaican. So you know what I mean? All the propaganda against the 246, yo, look for him, yo.
Yo, my finger
Look
slipped.
for him,
you know.
yo.
My finger slipped.
Oh, that was God. God hid. Yeah, that's why, yo. See, that's why I said what I said.
Oh man.
Not coming
yo.
through fighting no more, bro. We'll do that at the end of the show.
Damn it, yo.
You need to call Corey back still.
I know you need the backative, bro. You need the backative, bro. I'm out here on the ones, bro. Big up, Corey.
I did want to get to your hat too, real quick.
Yeah.
What was that about?
The hat is about, this is one of one, man. So this is
That's
all,
what it's about. One of ones.
Exactly. So huge shout out to Elia, Julian, and Zakir out in Montreal. So I was at St. Laurent and, you know, taking in the whole city in Montreal and exploring different places. So I went to a place to go eat. That's like their popular place on that street, right? Some smoked meat thing that's been going on since like.
That's a big thing out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I put up some videos on Instagram.
Smoked meters?
Yeah. Montreal smoked meat. Like,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
go
I
to-
guess yeah. I feel like I heard of that.
Yeah. The lineup, bro. Hours.
Yeah,
Hours.
eh?
Yeah. So I stood up in that
Damn, my
lineup and then I
goodness, this
just
has to be gay
didn't
as ever.
go.
Continue.
What?
Continue.
This guy's
Yo, just ruining
I'm
the
sorry.
word,
I'm
bro.
sorry. I haven't done this in a while, but like, to interrupt you. Like, goddamn.
Continue, bro. Continue, bro.
I think we all need this button. Nah, so I'm just saying, I'm in the lineup. I'm making a quick video to just be like, whoa, this is a long lineup. So it's to do the sit in. It's a couple of hours that you got to wait. I'm like, whoa, not doing that. They have a quick takeout spot, but oh man, did I enjoy that food? As I'm there, I'm looking around, and then I see the hat store right across the street.
What's the hat store called?
Yeah, that's a great question. I just want to pronounce it correctly, right? So
Get your Francais up.
man, Ophelia Hats 2. We'll put something in the description for that, though.
Oui.
Yeah, there you go, right? But it wasn't just that. As soon as I walked in, I'm looking at all these different kinds of hats, and I don't really wear the type of hats that they have there, but I'm looking at it, and some of them just gave me a different vibe, bro. Like, I put it on, I just feel like I'm somebody else. Like, it just did something. Yeah. This was there as well. And so I ended up speaking to the guy that actually created this, which is Julian, right? And he's just telling me, man, the fact that you're getting this means a lot to me. Like, from a creative perspective, he's like, the fact that someone's actually purchasing something that I put my work into,
How much do you charge you for it?
that's not important.
It is.
Yeah. We could talk about that.
Yeah. Exactly. But then even
Just bleep it out.
like 125.
Right.
Yeah, like
You bought 5 of those joints?
not just these.
You bought 5 hats?
Yeah, I bought 5 hats.
I feel like I missed that number.
Yeah, you don't bring attention, bro.
Not, but all customs, all one of ones.
Yo,
like
but the one of ones,
it's
that's
just
the
just different. A lot of them spoke to me. I'll show you a couple that I got them in my trunk right now still. But
I'm sure they spoke to Julian.
they weren't all Julians though.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one specifically was his
money that's going on right now.
A lie?
Yeah. Me too. I need some of that money too. but the owner also, just the environment that she's created. You know, this is her store, but she's allowing people to come in and be creative and do their thing. I don't know how that works, but it just seemed like such a good, friendly environment where you could be a creative.
It's
and
like
put your thing
it's
up.
a proud to pay, basically.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
It's like customers will come in and they'll see your product, and it's almost like, how much are you willing to pay for this? And there's some people who they'll put a price on your product.
I guess
it's almost like a silent auction. If somebody if you're saying that I want a minimum $100 for this, you auction and nobody knows you at least want a minimum of $100.
Yeah.
See how much money you're gonna get for it.
So
somebody might see it and be like, I wanted to give you $700 for this. And they'll give it to you.
When you say that, I want to experiment with that. Like, what is somebody willing to pay for certain clothing? Like, we've talked about this. We don't have to end the center or whatever. But I'm trying to come up with a certain sweater where I don't want to sell it unless you're paying me what I want for it. Other than that, I could just sit on the shelf. I don't know how many people are willing to do stuff like that. But I think at a certain point when you're an artist and you're putting something out like that, you might just withhold. Like, I'm not giving this up for what you're willing to pay for it. This is what it's worth because I've decided what it's worth. It's pretty much what most brands are doing at some point. You know what I mean? It's not like, unless it's a sale or whatever. But I mean, there's some people that don't put nothing on sale.
Yeah.
And so it is what it is. But the atmosphere, just the overall experience there was great. They showed me the back of the shop, how they're making the hats and stuff like that. And even the sales guys are like proud to like be selling the product. Yeah, man. It was. I'm gonna be there again. So we already discussed this. I will definitely be there again. And that overall experience, now we're buying into experiences, right? So not just the product itself, which I love, but the hats too. So they're online as well. Go grab
Shout them out
something.
again.
Ophelia Hats.
Only going up this year.
Philly,
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, but we'll have all that in there.
Shout out Montreal. I know my last experience wasn't that great there, like I explained.
But you gotta keep reminding them though, bro.
But
you might be back in Montreal, bro.
Yeah.
Create that new wave. Create that new energy.
It's interesting that you're talking about that too.
Shout out my Haitians.
Yo, shout out the Haitians, bro. Shout out all my West Indian people.
I had nothing but a good time there, man. It was just such a good experience overall. Like, even to the boxing fight that I was talking to about, just walking out, I don't know anybody there. All of a sudden, we're just chopping it up about the fight. We're talking about stances. We're going back and forth about what he should be doing, what he shouldn't be doing. Great vibes, good times.
Funny enough, I did plan on going there this summer, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen anymore. But whatever.
Well, here's the thing though. So I went there obviously for Laughs Montreal, right?
Yeah.
That's coming to Toronto right now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a good little comparison of the vibe of how it's gonna be out here.
Yeah.
Schultz.
I was gonna ask, have you taken an interest in anybody so far?
Yeah, I already got my tickets, man.
Oh, yeah?
Schultz is already sold out.
Shout out Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, that guy just killed it quick, man.
I'm one of my favorite white comedians. Up there in terms of white comedians for me.
Yeah, who else is up there for you?
For white guys?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, you gotta get on that Bill Burr, man, or Louis C.K.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I guess whatever. Yeah,
I'm a brilliant idiot. Like, that's it.
Shout out Gilson Lubin. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Personal friend.
Oh,
Doing his
no,
thing.
there is another guy. I just forget his name. I did like him. My brother put me onto him a few months back.
Sam Morril.
I don't remember. I'd have to like go back into my phone to find
Yeah,
it. But.
so he'll be there too. So
Okay.
his thing hasn't sold out yet. I don't know if that's a shade. That's not. It's dope. I just can't be here on the day that he's gonna be there. I'm gonna go check out Ronnie though. Ronnie Chang.
Okay.
I might be mispronouncing the last name. Oh, that sounds so racist. But he'll be here. There's a bunch of people that are gonna be here that I'm gonna go see.
Yo, speaking of which, you still don't want to announce your stuff yet?
Nah.
Come on, brother.
Nah. We'll do that when we do that.
All right, to each his own. If you don't want to talk about it, then
Yeah.
we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more SUP though, because still got a couple of hot takes. So we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Body Ammo. More than a look, it's a lifestyle. Pick up some body ammo to protect your mind, body, and soul. Now, back to some more of SUP.
There's so much stuff that's going around with I don't even know his last name. What is their last name? Prince Harry? And then Meghan. Like when is this divorce coming? Like when is like
it's supposed to be apparently.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like
supposed to
and
be.
then what? Does the royal family welcome him back with open arms? And does she get props for marrying a prince? Or is it just like, you typical homewrecker?
don't
like
do
where does it
that.
where's this whole thing
But
going?
that's what
Don't
it
do
is.
that.
No?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
And then do other people want to pick her up now? Because she's been in the royal family? You know what I mean? Like,
It's funny what raises your profile. Like you can just link up with someone else, and all of a sudden that raises your stock. So yeah, I'm a former prince's wife, or a former princess, or a former duchess, or whatever you want to call it. It raises our stock, of course. Now we're still men. Like men will still chase it, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still a thing.
So who's hitting that next? Like is it a rapper? Or do you have to have a certain
This guy
profile?
said rapper.
Or do you have to have
This guy said rapper.
Does it have to be a certain profile? I'm just saying she's around all that. She's in Hollywood and stuff. So what? Is it an actor? Like
Roll the dice.
Wait, hold on.
Is
What
he black?
Roll the dice.
Exactly. But hold on. What did rapper make you guys feel? What did rapper make you guys feel?
I got a joke. I see you. I see you.
There's no joke. I'm just saying, like
That could
who
get very interesting.
but I'm just saying who you get what I mean? Like it could be a whole different demographic. Maybe I want to get my name up there a little bit more.
Who
Like,
does
hey
he
Megan,
get
what's up?
next? Who's the next princess or the next duchess?
That
on deck?
depends on his status.
He's still the prince. His status.
He got his money got chopped. Charles is
I
like,
hear you.
and there's a rumor that he ain't even his.
that is a rumor.
Yeah, but like,
I know who'd pick it up. Damson Idris, that guy from Snowfall.
You think so? And he with?
Well, you think you're not getting rid of that to go get Megan?
She might do it first, bro.
not James
Track
Bond.
record.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right,
She cuts him off quick, bro.
run it.
She's like the Black Kincaid.
Hey man,
Does your stock go up after going out with her?
does his? You're saying?
Yeah.
Nah.
You're saying Prince Harry stock?
Nah. We just had our own separate
Yeah, no, I didn't know what you guys
conversation.
were talking about.
That was some nigga shit, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Only going up this year.
The funny thing is,
I'm happy to have facilitated that.
Listen, I followed so little bit of it,
And
but
yet-
if there's one storyline
And yet-
that I'm kind of
and
familiar
yet-
with, it's that one.
God,
I think it's crazy. That and the you know which one I'm kind of in and out of? The Scottie Pippen's
That's-
wife bullshit.
Yo.
Larsa Pippen and Jordan's son.
yo, she
Niggas is wilding. Yo.
wildin', bro. I'm sorry. That,
Only going up this year.
bro.
Jordan.
So when I hear this
Jordan
guy
does
talking
not
about something like
approve.
this, so when I hear this guy talking about something, because that's an interesting take.
Very,
Yeah. So it's like, imagine, like, where do you go from here? Because if one of the man didn't pick
You
you
only
up, I
going
wonder
up?
what this. Yeah,
So-
like I wonder what this turns into.
So what happened
'cause
with history
this will
is
get interesting.
Princess Diana went with some other prince or whatever he was at
Yeah.
the time, right?
Yeah.
Until,
But going back to what you were saying a while ago too, it made me think of: have you ever gone back and checked your ex's track record? Like, is that a thing?
How you mean?
When
Like-
you get with a girl, are you going to see who she's been with before, and then do you go to see who she's with after?
After, nah. So before, okay, if I'm adopting you into my life, I'm gonna I'm gonna raise your file, dog. Like, it matters. But after, do you, boo boo? Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, it's a thing. What's a reflection on me? That's how I see it.
Nah, but I know.
You never take it back?
But no, if I take it back, whatever, it's never happened per se. You might still mess around, whatever, and then it kind of just fizzles out.
Yeah.
But in terms of me checking, like once we're done and then me checking for who she's with,
Yeah.
I find out, but I'm not gonna go out of my way like, oh, where's she at? Where's she at? Like, who she with? Like, nah. No.
How about you?
How about you? Nah, I'm more with him though. I don't care once I'm out. Once I'm out, I'm out. Like, good luck to him. Like, you know, like it is what it is. I don't really care.
Before and or after?
Even before, I only
Not
care.
even before?
Not before.
No, if I already happen to know, then I know. But if it's a before, I don't go.
You don't have
investigating.
conversations like
You seem like the type of person that would.
That would what?
That would want to
Go
know the
raise
before.
the file.
Yeah. I think you do a little investigating.
I believe so as well.
Nah, it depends on what type of man you are, though.
Yeah, I know. So
What does that mean?
No,
What
but
does
I mean,
that
like,
What does that mean? No, I like this. No. This is for the. No, we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's go. Put him in the heat seat.
It's not even me. I just nigga geared
Put
up.
him in the hot seat.
this guy geared up
No,
like,
'cause
oh,
this
bun
is-
just got spicy.
Yeah,
Oh, let's go.
let's go.
'Cause I got a
That's
couple
real.
questions for you now, brother.
It's
Wow.
not even, no. This is finally an interesting conversation. I feel like
This
well,
nigga said
open shit up.
finally.
No, like literally open shit up. Like let's go. Because I feel like disconnect. Y'all.
Yo,
are
20 minutes
wildin'.
ago,
Y'all
this guy
are
was on
wildin'.
some.
Yo, check this guy's deflection game. Check
lied.
this guy's
Real
deflection
light
game.
skin politicians, bro.
I'm the best. I'm the
Nah,
best.
we're-
Yeah, but we're not
So
slipping
what's
though.
up? So what's the question? What are you asking me?
We've been asking it.
No, but see, what? Am I gonna go check the history before and after?
Why? Like, yeah, and why?
I'm
Like,
not
why
going
wouldn't
to.
you? But why wouldn't
Hold
you?
on. You're not going to what?
Go check. If
No,
I already
no, sorry.
The before.
No,
We're talking about
that
the
was a
before.
digression. You said you wouldn't. And then you were like, it depends on the type of man you are. So I was like, elaborate.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
There we go.
'cause if
Oh,
you-
that was a great Hadouken, bro.
No, but
That's the
if you-
fireball.
Are you more inclined to try and figure out? Are you the least bit curious, or is it's just not
I
a
don't
thing?
ask questions. I feel like I just got to a point where I'd rather not know. It's just
That's
Ignorance-
interesting.
Ignorance
But-
is bliss.
ignorance is bliss.
No, I get that though. Some people
As
don't
long
care.
as-
to know.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm trying to get into discussion though, like to get his perspective.
I'm smart, but I'm smart enough to take steps around this situation to already try to piece things together. If I know that you already might know somebody else through the grapevine, may have been with so and so before, that type stuff, and I'll do my own little bit of like piecing together. But I'm not going out of my way to go down some rabbit hole on Facebook or Instagram or something, should I like, or ask questions, call up
So
on
how-
the man them.
it's
or,
not about
So how are you
that.
piecing it
It's
together?
not-
I don't
it's
get
not-
that. So how are you piecing it together with your own little?
But it's almost
give me
like
that.
nowadays they say when you go on somebody's Instagram page, you automatically see who all their mutual friends are.
Yeah.
So you kind of do your own like, oh, like let me see if you know so and so.
So then you don't ask. You just leave it. So it is there. You
Without-
are like questioning it, but you're just not
I'm
like.
saying prior to that
Yeah.
privilege,
Yeah.
I was never going out of my way to find these things out before.
Mm.
If by chance the information came my way, it came my way, and at that point it's like, whatever. Am I willing to take it or not?
I mean,
Pause.
I guess. So when I brought it up,
Rest
I
in
never
peace.
meant like going out of their way, going on Facebook, going on Instagram, going asking.
Because you know there's people that do these things.
Yes, I know that,
Facts.
and I wasn't referring to that.
Yeah.
I was more referring to a conversation with said woman. Hey, like over time, whatever. You're not curious who she been with, what she done. Like,
If no, but
I'll even throw
is
another.
this
angle.
assuming I might know some of these people?
Yes and no.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Okay,
Yes and no. Yes and no. Like just in general. Like that's what I'm
Nah.
saying. Just a general thing.
No.
I think it makes a big difference if you know the people.
Of course it
Because
does.
then you definitely want to get.
And that's what I was trying to
For
distinguish.
me,
Yeah,
at
but
least, I
well-
want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
well,
some level, at
but
least.
Yeah.
So, but
and
then
that's
to
why
me
I
the-
also spoke to the privilege
Yeah.
when you know someone. It's
Yeah.
it's a completely different ballgame than when you're just meeting someone completely fresh and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you develop that interest. You have to
I'll-
learn
I'll
about
flip-
who she is.
I'll flip 2 questions on it though, right? But what about when the check's being done on you?
I already come with the presumption that the check is being done on me.
Damn it. No.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then secondly, is this more of like a lack of words, a female trait? Is this more of like
It's both. I think it's a human trait.
Yeah.
Me personally,
Okay.
one might have the up on the other. Like
Yeah.
one sex might do it more than the other.
Yeah.
I personally can't distinguish who does it more per se.
Yeah.
I just think it's natural. That's just me.
I feel like if it's someone in the circle, I'd want to know. I feel like I just want to. All right, cool. Let me know what's going on,
The closer it's home, the
and we're done. So I don't need to know anything more because I feel like it's important to know. So you save face. Like if someone's coming up to you and saying X, Y, and Z, it's like, man, I already know that. I ain't.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like you.
but that's
you
also a part of it though. Like
I think that's a part of it for sure.
yeah.
Because going back to the original thing that you're saying that some people are known to be taking people's girls, like that is a legit thing as well.
Look, I just pulled up something on my phone. And this was one of those, you know, when somebody's trying to check to like run your credentials. Look what my response was.
Apologize to the listeners. Maybe he'll make you guys privy to this shit, but we have to have a side conversation.
But I just, I'll read
No,
it.
no.
I just want to make sure you see it, what it says. I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run from it.
You
Can I get in on this joke so I could like giggle too?
So somebody had messaged me a while back.
Yeah.
We had already had a conversation of like knowing where I'm from, whatever.
Yeah.
But like going back to what you had just said,
Yeah.
Hadouken!
when you know somebody else is running your credentials with
Yeah.
somebody else,
Yeah.
they asked. So we got into the whole They already know where I'm from, yada yada yada. And the question was, what year did you graduate? And my response was, just tell them they call me Bun. And she responded with 3 laughing, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Mm.
I'm not gonna run from it. If you want to run my credentials, run them, yo. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. That's not what I was getting at though, but I get it. So so you're saying if they're doing the check on you,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is my name.
Yeah.
Go look it
Yeah,
up.
well, it's kind of hard to hide from that. I mean, if they're already doing the check, they're gonna do the check. What else are you gonna say? My name's
Don't
Ryan.
do the check.
Like yeah. What else you got? You might as well take it like that. The only other thing that you could say, like, you're like, what else can you say?
Those
You got-
documents are sealed.
Yeah, like, oh, that's it. It's over. You don't
Yeah.
trust me.
But a lot of people
She's not
don't.
gonna sign the prenup.
But a lot of people don't
Don't do what?
trust.
I don't think anyone really fully trusts.
Who
man.
trusts nowadays though? Let's be
Like,
serious.
right out
Who
the
trusts?
gate, it's hard to trust. Like
Yo.
that's just like
Yo,
it's not even an option.
man.
But
the
how
com-
long? At this point, how long is it gonna take?
That depends on
That's
how it's
such a good
going.
question.
But it is a good question. But it depends on how it's going. Here's my issue.
Real
right now.
talk at the same
Here's my issue right now is personally, I find more reasons not to be with somebody. Number one.
Oh,
So if it's going a certain way,
Mhm.
I'm already looking at it like, nah, because of X, Y, and Z, right?
Mhm.
But then I'm also looking at your patterns, and I can't even help it anymore. It's just me.
Mhm.
I will notice when you're lying, small or not. I will notice when you're lying, what you're lying about, and just what means something to you. I just see these patterns, and when it happens again, well, yeah, you just did that like 5 days ago. Yeah. Like it just happens. And then after a while, I'm like, yo, do I see this going anywhere in 6 months? Less. 3 months? Like
So you're already
Next
over it
week,
like, that?
like-
You're already over it like that.
it's not
Mans
that
are
I'm
getting
over
old,
it.
bruh. We're
It's
getting old.
not even that. It's just like to me,
Yeah, but did you hit
I'm not trying to say all that now, but like,
come on, man. That's
I
what makes
feel
it
like
interesting.
I feel like
That's what makes it interesting.
Like, okay, yeah, let's be real. Like, yeah, I hit. Like, you know what I mean? But it's just
But
I was gonna say, of course you hit.
like, come on,
No,
let's
but
be
I'm-
real.
no,
That's
but
a big
I-
part of
no,
the
no.
equation.
No,
That's a
but
big part of the
no,
equation.
no, but now you have to really start questioning yourself. Is it worth it though?
It's well worth
Is it
it.
still worth the hit, even though you know at the end of the time?
It depends on where you are in your life.
Well, you're not gonna know that until you hit. You know what I mean?
Listen to us out here talking about hit. Like, don't even talk like that.
I know we're supposed to be grown, right?
This is me trying to be, because I could have said slam. I could have said what
Bakas,
the amount of words we used to use back in the day.
pine.
Big tall buddy, that one. Merc.
Merc's a big one. Merc's a big one.
Yo, you murked it.
Murked it. Say with an emphasis, yeah, murked it.
Yo, Nats, you ain't got none, yo. Like, there's nothing that come to me. What? Slapped, yeah. Slammed, slapped. Joke, yeah.
Killed it.
Killed it.
Killed it.
That, I still use that.
Yeah.
Daggering.
Too. Yeah.
I'll never use that.
You never used that? A dagger? You got the dagger?
Rammed it.
Ram.
I never use that.
You never used that?
I didn't use rammed either. I rammed it.
What?
Nah, to me it's killed. I killed it. That's
Killed
Are
it.
you all of the above?
Killed it and murked it are like my two.
Mind you, I'm
Pine is not gonna lie.
No, listen.
She got pine.
I'm lying, to be honest, because the madam can tell you too. And you could probably attest to this. I never used to talk about it.
Neither do I.
I
neither do
never
I.
used to talk about it.
So when you say that, to be clear, no one knows what I murked or what I killed.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, go look her up and here's a picture. And I don't do any of that stuff. I don't kiss and
But
tell.
even in your head though, like you're telling me after you that one down your right hand, yeah, murk. You know you have these conversations, bro. You know you had those conversations.
I love that.
Like,
I love that
come
fucking
on.
perspective. And yes,
You know
you do have
did,
that
bro.
conversation with yourself.
Whether it's locker room or
Yeah.
that's when the conversation goes down.
Yeah.
On the way home.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but okay, well, how far? Well, man, that's funny.
It's real. That's real. That's as real as it gets.
Well, I mean, not to get into your business, but do you still find yourself still having those conversations?
Yes. But then it's with her. It's right
That's
after.
what I mean.
It's right after. It's right after.
Nah, because in mine, it's like, yeah, it seems like such a young boy thing, but
Man's just trying to say young at heart.
But you still have that mentality at times.
I was
like,
gonna say.
I might even have that conversation with the girl after. Like, yeah, I murked that, right?
Yeah,
Like, you know, yeah, you murked it. Like, maybe not. Maybe they don't use those words.
What's the new wave? What's the new wave?
I don't know. It becomes a rating. Like I don't mind getting my rating. Like, yo,
Oh, it's like that, eh?
why not? I'm competing. Like, when I'm competitive, I'm competitive.
are you serious?
I'm pretty serious. Yeah.
I don't even.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not even
Yeah.
questioning.
Let's go fly a kite.
Out a few weeks ago, with one of the homies who DJs out of the club.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm under the assumption this is more like a bar venue for just out of college type students, maybe as far as 30 years old, maybe, right? It was more of a mixed crowd. And the one thing that stood out though was where I posted up was next to, well, not right next to, but sort of in the direction of where Shabir is. To me,
Hold up before you continue. When you say mix, you're saying age or ethnicity?
I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't want to interrupt.
both.
Yeah.
Both.
Okay, good.
As I'm watching them throughout the night, I realized that they happen to be a group of gay guys.
Oh, okay.
But the point in the night when I was like, I do not need to be outside anymore, is when this song came on and these guys turned all the way up.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl. What this make you feel like, though?
When I say the man them started wilding, dog,
What this make you feel like, though?
gun finger in there and everything, like the whole nine, like, yeah, bump. I couldn't, yeah, trust me, yo. I had to go on my phone and just make a note real quick. I'm like, you have to tell the man them this one, bro. Hilarious to me, yo. I couldn't stop laughing. This guy's lost. I should have.
No. I got everything.
This is nothing.
But
new,
like,
though.
yeah, that's
This
what I'm
is-
saying.
This is
You're talking to a guy that just went to Puerto Vallarta. Like, all right, cool. Like it's a thing.
First time ever experiencing that, and I couldn't believe it.
It's yeah.
Nats, you've seen something like that before?
How often are you going out? I feel like this is like fairly common. at this
But the
point.
thing is,
it depends on the type of clubs you're going to, though.
For sure.
Like,
but
you
I
know
feel
what
like
mean?
even if
Like,
you're just going to
if-
something
if-
that you
if-
think that you're like, there's an expectation now. But I feel like it's everywhere. It's not.
If you-
It's not remote or to
no, but
select.
even so what I had figured out later on too, like I guess I felt like it was later on in life that they had their own parties,
Yeah.
but even amongst the urban crowd, like the dancehall urban hip hop community.
Yeah.
But it was always like they have their thing and they don't come to any other events.
You thought that's what it was?
But that's what it was.
Back
like
in
once
the day.
Yeah. Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because to me, we would never see that type of stuff in the club.
Yeah.
So now me going out and
Yeah.
seeing it and it being that close to me and hearing the sound of them man they're giving forwards, whoa, we've come a long way.
But that's what I mean. How often are you going out? Because I feel like this has been a thing for.
Now I feel like I go. I guess it depends on where I'm going.
But that's the thing. Like, once you said mixed crowd, the second you get a mixed crowd,
yeah,
expect it. If you go to something more specific, then that might not necessarily be the cup of tea. But the second you got mixed crowd, it's part of the mixed demographic, bro. Like, it's just that's
like how
just
you
what
put
it is. Because once again, we weren't seeing there's certain things that we weren't seeing back in the day because they weren't necessarily comfortable being out and proud or whatever. Now that stigma's the veil's removed, and they could do that with the comfort. So you're gonna see it, like I said, in a mixed crowd. Certain specific venues, nights, demographics aren't catering to that, and I'm pretty sure they're aware of that. So they're gonna just stay away. You're not gonna go to a KKK function. Why? Because you know you're not welcome.
Exactly.
yeah.
So it's
Exactly.
the same thing. They know they're welcome at a mixed crowd, so they're gonna show up at a mixed crowd
Yeah.
and do their thing comfortably because they can do it comfortably. They're not gonna necessarily do it where we, so to speak, frequent.
Would you have known that they're gay prior to that though?
I feel like I would have figured it out.
Yeah.
I just wasn't paying that much attention to them to piece it all together until that moment. I was like, whoa.
What this made me think of?
Actually, I'm like, no, I think it was after. There was a point where like you could see that they were hugging and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
so.
Like what this made me think of before when I'm asking you, how do you define mixed crowd? The age thing is interesting to me. No one knows anybody's age at this point.
Bro,
Yeah, that's-
oh man, real time filters,
Like-
bro. Like the
Ew.
injections, up, down, all around,
Even without
makeup,
it, though.
like
E-
angles,
Sure.
like all kind of
And
props
this
are
is
coming
on-
out.
Even
This
dress
is
all kind
code
of
though.
props.
Even
It's
dress
funny
code.
because this is online and in person.
That's why I said real
in
time.
person. No.
Yeah, that's why I
I'm
said
only
real
talking in
time.
person.
But
I'm not
in-
even wasting my time trying to guess online.
Oh yeah, forget about it. Yeah.
But-
That's been
There's things you see online versus what you see in person these days is crazy.
because it's the gambit, the extreme, like the levels. It's just everything's so exploited. Everything's so
The-
exaggerated.
Everybody
It's
wants to know too. It's crazy. So same thing. So I went to Montreal, partied up at a couple of different places, made friends rather. And they keep asking me, my ethnicity, which I think is obvious, but there it's not. And they want to know my age.
different setting,
So
bro.
I just keep playing this game where I never told them.
Yeah.
I just never told them.
Yeah.
And they kept trying to get it out of me or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
not lying about nothing. I'm telling them about my kids and all that stuff, but I'm not giving them the age away. So they're going anywhere between like 25 to 35 to 40. Like it's just everywhere.
and Egyptian to
And- yeah,
like
all
just-
that stuff.
Like yeah,
Yeah. So and I'm enjoying that. Like I'm just having fun. Like I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Like it's
you're
a different-
exotic.
Yeah, I love that. I was definitely more exotic out there. You know what I mean? Like here,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, Brampton. Like there, it was.
Oh,
involved
by
like
the
that.
way, for just anybody listening, because exotic, that could be a trigger word or that's a sensitive word. I don't know.
No, it's not.
For some people,
Really?
it is.
What does it mean?
When I say, and that's the thing,
Yeah.
when I say exotic,
Yeah.
it means I can't tell where you're from just by looking at you.
What else does it mean?
So there's a connotation of like a certain look is exotic. And if you don't fit that look, you're not attractive. And then it becomes like a thing or something like
I think we're gonna end up saying so much stuff that's like gonna hurt somebody.
I just
and I
want to
promise
say
it's not.
I just said it because
purposely.
exotic is
In
so.
most cases.
It's not a defined word.
Yeah.
I just want people to understand when I say exotic, when I
Yeah.
called you exotic, they
Yeah.
understood what I meant by that,
Yeah.
and not think something completely different.
Whatever. I took it like a compliment, so whatever it was. But you should have said pause.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't even trying to insult you or whatever.
Yeah,
It was just,
I don't feel
what do
insulted.
they look at?
I feel like I say that about myself all the time. Like that was the whole joke. Like here, it's just like I feel like, all right, you know exactly what I'm Indian, I'm Punjabi. Like it's obvious
because there's more of a demographic, so you fit that
Facts.
demographic.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then I feel
exactly.
like there's more of a Middle Eastern type of crowd out in and even European out in Montreal.
And that's why I
Where
said like
it-
Egyptian, just off the rip.
No, and it's a fair thing to say. So it's just that, and then the age thing. So even the age thing, I'll give you another example. I went to go watch a movie with my brother. We're coming down the the escalator or whatnot. After watching, I hope I pronounced it right, Oppenheimer, whatever, the atomic bomb thing. Dope movie. Coming down, this guy, white couple, and they're like, "Hey, can I just ask you something randomly?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Guess how old I am?" We're off on his age, right? And then I'm like, return the favor. How old do you think I am? They're both off. No one knows anymore. Because back in the day, it's like you dress a certain way, you carry yourself a certain way. That whole that thing is just missing now. Because no
Blurred
one's
lines.
like you could dress however you want to dress.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even when you say like you put it on a fitted, it's like no one knows anymore. You're still thinking about that song, huh? Oh, it's 4:20.
What time is it? In real life, what time is it?
5:12.
Fuck. This is rough.
It's not. We say it's 4:20 and we call it a night. It's rough for me. And maybe you. It's
I
rough
don't
for
got
me.
work tomorrow.
Yeah, it's rough for me.
I gotta wake up, but I don't got work tomorrow. So. Where you at, bro?
What did we start off talking about?
About, are you going to do a check on this girl that you just started dating or that you're
Yo,
looking
the
at date?
way we digress sometimes.
Fuck,
But that's what a
that-
conversation
but
is.
That one was crazy.
Oh, no, actually, we started off
I
Prince
don't
Harry.
think it was that crazy.
Prince Harry and
I think it was
what's her
still
face,
within.
Megan.
Yeah, I don't think it was
That's
that
what I started.
crazy.
Going
I think
back
it-
to that, though. So there is no like,
There's talks.
No,
there-
but, like, we
I don't
have
think
everything.
Harry's going to have as many options as she is.
he can have as many options as he allows himself
That's
to,
so.
You still think that, though?
if
I
he
was
chooses to
gonna
be
hit this
independent.
Duke it.
What?
I was gonna hit this Duke.
Do it.
Answer that question
Yeah.
again.
Who's got more options? Harry or Meghan if they
Nah,
split
Oh,
up?
who's not? I wasn't a.
Oh, no, I don't know what I fucking asked, bro.
I mean, speaking with like,
Does Harry have? I don't know what I said.
talk about digressing. Going back to the Prince Harry and
Yeah.
Meghan thing.
Yeah.
You had another question, right?
Who's got more options, and where does Harry land in that whole situation?
I feel like that's the other again.
I don't get it. What? How am I
The
supposed to
question
do
was, does Harry have options?
Going back to that,
it? Okay.
the Prince Harry and
Yeah.
Meghan thing.
Okay. Go. Go.
So going back to the whole Prince Harry and Meghan thing.
Does Harry have options? Should this fall apart?
He has options if he chooses to. If he runs back to Buckingham Palace and like chooses to kiss the ring and whatever, and wants to get adopted back into the life, he's limited. He's back under the structure, the royal structure.
What else could he do? What did his book sales get him?
You're
I'm a
looking at
reader.
book sales, bro. The man's a prince. Like, what do you need? He don't need
He's
book
a
sales.
prince.
It's funny you say that, though.
But isn't his brother the real prince?
Yeah.
They're all
So-
princes. They're all princesses, bro. They all are. It's just one is heir to the throne. One
Yeah,
is going to
so he's
ascend
not
to be
a
king.
real prince. He's just a prince.
I don't.
Like,
I don't see how it's just a prince. It's a real prince.
Well, he's not heir to the throne.
I'll
Like
give
that's a real prince to me.
I'll,
Like, this guy's gonna be a king.
Okay.
I'll give you guys a real.
Like if Harry, hold on. So if his brother, what is it, William? If he was single right now and Harry's single, yo, his stock's way higher. Like
Yeah,
he's getting
obvious.
a baddie. Like, you know what I mean?
Obvious.
Nah, bro.
No, I was gonna say baddie, not a baddie.
Nah.
If
Yo,
he's
what,
getting
you
a
not
Not with
He
baddie,
that
lives that
ball
close to
spot, bro.
Turkey?
Not with that. Like, not with
He
that
could
ball
get the
spot,
platinum
bro.
package.
He should have already
Plus,
done that.
no one's gonna see that with the crown on top. Like no one sees that.
Bop, bop,
Yeah,
bop,
straight up.
brrr. Come on, bro.
I gotta
You're
reach over. I
switching,
gotta reach over. I'm just
I
saying
like
though.
that
So,
one.
but that's what it is. So if they're both single, his stock is way higher. So maybe by official title, they're both. Isn't he the Duchess? Doesn't he have another title though? Isn't he something else?
Just bare titles, bro. We're not even gonna get into that.
So anyway, I don't think he's. I think he's limited. But you think he's? Got
I
money
think
like
he's
that?
limited if he goes back under that wing. If he chooses to be independent, sky's the limit.
I'd be on my Nipsey shit, bro. Independent all day.
But that's what I'm saying. So how much did his book sell? Like what is he doing? Is he able to self-sustain his lifestyle as a prince if he's going independent?
They're
All
doing
he has to do
things.
is start setting up dinners for people. How much are you willing to pay for a dinner?
Why are you gonna sit and talk to this guy? What are you gonna what? I'll teach you how to date Meghan. Like,
Bro, there's something for
man.
everybody nowadays, and that's
might
an
be right.
established thing, bro. That's easy.
that might be
Easy
one
money.
lane that's pushing it though. I don't
That's
see
easy
who's
money.
lining up to see him.
That's easy money. Not your demographic. That's what.
Not my demographic. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not my
Okay.
demographic.
One last hot take.
But I'd pay to watch him go fight.
Of course you would.
Yo,
Is that what he does? He becomes a YouTube star and he starts
I
fighting people?
promise you, there was 2 takes I was gonna give you to go to before we hit the break. What if that's the next thing? They start lining up fights and putting that on the line. Imagine he was like, "Yo, if you want my spot, if you want to be the prince, come fight me for the crown."
He doesn't have a crown to give. I'm just saying. But
imagine.
I think I wonder how many people would tune into watching him get beat up.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh hell,
He's not loved like that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'd rather watch Megan fight and her get beat up.
by who?
I don't know by who.
Yeah,
yet.
this guy.
I was gonna like, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
No?
That was.
What?
we're gonna have to take all
This
of
man-
that.
this man-
out.
So when I
This
diss the
man's bashing-
WNBA,
This
you
man's
guys jump
bashing
on
the
me.
WNBA, and then all of a sudden, I want to see Meghan Markle get
I
murked.
want to see her
All of
fight.
this.
I did say murk. Just to be clear, I meant murk in like the other kind of way. Like I'm not trying to pay.
Oh, this is horrible, man.
No, it's not. I
Look
don't
how
think,
we could descend into the darkness.
I don't even
bro.
think she's good. Her roll on Suits makes me think like I don't even think she's good at. Like,
Oh my goodness!
I'm just saying. Well, I'm the only one.
You're not still.
What?
I'm joking, yo.
Let's be real. You think she's good? I don't think she's good.
Oh man, yo.
How are you guys not answering the question?
But okay, she doesn't seem very interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be
I
good.
don't think she's very. I want to know their zodiac signs, to be honest.
You
She
know,
seems
you already
kinda
know.
boring, but she seems
You already
kinda boring.
know me and Zodiac's what.
What is her zodiac sign?
I don't know.
Pull it up quickly. yo.
I'm gonna figure. Yeah, you can pull it up.
Oh, we're doing this.
If she's a Gemini, let her know I'm on the come up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you believe in it like that, eh?
I'm starting to be honest.
Bro, it's a real
It
thing.
didn't work out prior to.
It's a real thing.
What's her name
This
again?
guy's
Megan.
laughing like it worked out any better for him.
No, but I was adventurous. I knew Tauruses don't run with me. I'm like, maybe this time.
Big up to all my Tauruses.
Meghan Markle.
Oh,
what are
man,
you, star
yo.
sign? We need to tag her in this episode. She'd be a great guest. Maybe she just she's a Leo. Whatever that means.
Woohoo.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I promise you, I was just gonna shout out all my
Duchess. Yeah, she's a
Leos.
Duchess of Sussex. Yeah, there you go. So you ain't no
Damn,
prince.
yo, she might. Oh no, that changes everything then.
Okay, hold on. Let me just go back
That
to what I'm
changes
saying.
everything.
The reason what? It makes her more
That she's a
valuable?
Leo? Oh hell yeah.
Oh. I didn't like her roll-on suits either. So that's how I associated her personality.
Not gonna lie, there's signs that I'm not necessarily compatible with, but they're still homies. They're still around type of thing. But when I looked for a woman, I should say, in my life, I say around 25 is when it became really like, okay, let's start to like narrow it down. Let's
You
start to
don't
look
follow
at it.
any of it at all?
Yeah, I just like the other person usually will. So if I'm talking to someone, oh, what star sign are you? I'm Sagittarius. It'll be like, oh, you're
It's like
that.
star sign.
Yeah, what else?
Star
you want
sign or sun sign. Yeah.
to say? What
Yeah.
do you want me to say? What's I supposed to say?
I
Zodiac
don't-
sign? You want me to say zodiac
That's
sign?
what. Well,
Whatever.
Yeah.
That just shows how much I'm not really into it.
No, you're correct.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry.
Thank you,
Rising
thank
or
you.
ascendant.
I just need him to approve. I'm
I'm
trying to act like an expert. Look at this guy.
I know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you like
Take it away.
Yeah.
Only going up this
Yeah,
year.
no, I'm not really into it. I just am firm on I will never date romantically a Taurus like that. Never.
Yo, we out here, bull gang.
Yeah.
Bull gang.
Yeah.
What about you? You locking off any signs?
Don't do that. we'll be here for the next 5 hours, brother.
Big up to all my Tauruses, yo. Big up to all my Tauruses, yo.
On a friendship
boy.
level, we're good.
But that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
funny, right?
I remember I said
Yeah.
this exact same thing working at this office, like at my brokerage.
Yeah.
I swear to God, like 6
I know
people
this
there.
guy's gonna be on something like this light skin nigga. Sorry, not you can hit the button
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Hit the
I
button
need to-
now.
I need to put it- I need to put it on, like, the front.
Yeah.
I keep flipping back, but it's okay.
I don't know
go
why.
ahead. Yeah, I know, right?
Scorpios, man.
Scorpios are dope.
Can't do it, brother.
Scorpios are dope.
Can't do it, brother.
Now we're compatible.
Can't do it, brother.
I can't even lie. I'm compatible with Scorpios, but
Yeah.
I've never been with a Scorpio
Yeah.
personally.
But the
The
joke
thing
is,
is-
I don't even know too many signs like that. Like I don't pay attention to
Yeah,
that.
you got to do your homework.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you.
I'd
That's
rather
not really your thing.
I'd rather the other person do the homework. You
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
it out.
yeah.
You find out if we're compatible
What
or
I
not.
what I do understand though is that stuff does play part into everything. Yes, but your upbringing also matters.
Oh yeah, it's only to
Where
an
you grew
extent.
up,
Oh,
the things your
100%.
parents instilled in you.
All of
But
it.
you can use
All
that
of
as a
it. All of
basis
it.
point.
and that's what it was.
And
yes.
people are they'll try to run with things. And I'm like, yeah, you're going too far with it.
Yeah,
Like, it's not
yeah.
that serious. Like, don't use that
yeah,
as
yeah.
your rationale. But it helps, yes, but that ain't all that matters.
No.
That's a big thing in like never eat like the Eastern world though. Like there's marriages
bro.
Oh, yeah.
based
Bro,
on
I
your
just
zodiac
learned that,
star
bro.
and all that. Yeah,
You got a whole book and like
all that.
baptize
Yeah.
certain days because of the stars. You
All
get
of that.
names on
Yes.
certain days because of the
Yes.
stars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get married on certain days
Yeah.
because of the stars.
So when we
Crazy.
so just so I don't sound like a hypocrite, because some of my friends are probably like, "Yeah, what are you talking about? You are into it." I'm into seeing
you were
astro-
born into that shit, bro.
I'm not born into it. But
I know,
like,
I know.
Yeah, like it's different. I think
it's-
it's more
yeah.
popular in Hinduism, but like
Yes, yeah,
there's
yeah,
certain
yeah.
astrologers that like they get into. It's not just when you're born; it's the time that you're born,
All of it,
your
all of
name,
it,
the,
all
the
of it,
number
all of
value, all this other stuff.
Numbers
So,
is the next thing too, numerology.
yeah. So
I kind of wanted to get into that, but it's just like, you know. But yeah, numerology is a big thing too.
they look at it like a science, though. It's not. It's
Exactly.
not this made up stuff.
Exactly.
And since we're talking about Prince Harry and all that, his mom used to have an astrologer and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So Lady Diana, she used to have some famous person from India.
I
that
want to
she
know
used
what
to
she
consult.
is now, bro.
You want? Oh, haha.
You see? No,
I thought you
keep going,
said
bro,
I want to
sorry.
know where she is now. I'm like, yo, you haven't heard? Like,
You know, the queen was a Taurus.
oh yeah, nah. Hey, you know what? She seems like a stubborn person still. I'm just saying.
Of course.
Yeah, she didn't want to give that crown up. Like she's trying to take it in the afterlife and all that.
Bro, she rode that crown.
Yeah, but even going further than that though, like back in the day, this was more of a common thing. You would consult your astrologer before you're about to go
Yeah.
do your raid. Or,
Yeah. Princess dies of cancer.
Yeah, well, yeah, your astrologer or somebody of the
Yeah. Even
R.I.P.
you said you got into Vikings, where
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
speaking to the seer.
yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's kind of like what that is.
I don't know. I just found it a funny way to spend my Saturday my caravan Saturday night. One piece of long conversation about all that energy stuff. It was crazy.
Great conversation though.
Mwah.
There you go.
Way past 4:20. I'm kind of upset about it, but if you stuck around for this entire thing, congratulations.
We
thank
appreciate you.
very much so. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, that notification stuff, all of that. Go check out Knots' page. He does all the behind the scenes stuff. Keep him booked, keep him busy.
I'm gonna throw one more out there.
Yeah.
If you guys got a question that you guys want to ask us, put it in the comments. Put it in.
Yeah, definitely.
Message us. Let's do it.
Clearly, we talk about all
Earth.
kinds of, basically.
Yeah.
We will definitely provide some perspective.
We'll shout you out.
And again, that's SB the Student. Find him on Instagram, 416face. I'm at wha'SUP Button. And this was another episode of Speak Your Perspective.